Good morning, everyone. This is a test. I want to do some more live videos. I want to be able to have chats with you guys. I haven't been able to be on very much because of the new job that I have, and I work lots and lots and lots of hours, and I'm exhausted when I get home. But I want you to know that I'm still here. I'm still trying to connect with you. I'm still wanting to work with you. So I threw up the question, who do you know that has Alzheimer's? I talk to so many people. I mean, I'm very blessed to be around a lot of people all day, every day, in my personal life and in my business life. And one of the conversations that comes out a lot is, oh, I have a family member that has Alzheimer's. My mother has Alzheimer's. My mother's probably going to die from Alzheimer's. My father died from Alzheimer's. And I asked them, I always ask them, well, what did they eat? What did they do? I have a friend who went into the hospital for something that should have been very simple and ended up getting full-blown dementia. I mean, it was just crazy, overnight bad. She didn't know who her husband was. She didn't know who her friends were. She was paranoid. She was lost. She was scared. And because I talk so openly about keto, thank you, Katie, I love you. Because I talk about keto and I talk about health to almost anybody who listens to me, my friend Katie just gave me a like, and she knows how I am. Her husband turned to me and said, Shauna, what can I do? What can we do? Because we need to fix this. And I said, well, first of all, quit feeding her crap. No more bread, no more rice, no more potatoes. Cut back on this lifestyle. I said, if you really want to help her, feed her meat. She needs the meat. One of the things that I've learned with the Alzheimer's and dementia is that our brains need fat to survive. And and what has happened is the doctors are now putting us on cholesterol lowering medications, so we're not getting the fat that we need in our brains. And then top that off with shots and everything else, but most especially the food. Because when we're putting the carbs and the sugars into our body, it's blocking the healthy, nutritious stuff that we need. And I was doing some research, and I found out that there's 5.8 million people by 2050 that's going to have it. I'm sorry, that's what we have now. By 2050, it'll be 14 million people. And every 65 seconds, someone develops dementia or Alzheimer's. And that's 1 to 3 seniors die. And it's the 6th leading cause of death, past pancreatic cancer and breast cancer. What I found out with my studies and everything that I've been learning is that it's the number one moneymaker for Big Pharma. When I was young, back in the 70s, maybe you might have that crazy neighbor that would live next door and you're just going, oh, and people are like, oh, it's just an old age disease. But it's not. It's not. And we grow up and we learn to eat crap. I mean, the standard American diet, come on, give me a break. It's so full of bad stuff. And you keto people know that when you eat the sugars and the carbs, that any fats that you eat would blow up because it wants to store that fat. And if we quit eating the carbs and the sugars and our bodies have to eat on the fat, yes, you'll lose weight, maybe not as fast as you want, but you will lose weight. But the main thing is you feel better. You feel better. So Alzheimer's, they give you the cholesterol lowering drugs. They tell you to quit eating fat because it'll make you fat. They want you to eat the carbs and the sugars. And guess what? They make a lot. The doctors and the pharmaceutical companies make a lot of money on you being sick. This is my takeaway on it. I'm devastated. I've fallen down many rabbit holes, and it just blows me away. But yeah. So my friend, let's get back to my story. My friend did start feeding his wife lots of fat, lots of meat, good vegetables. He's excited because he gets to experiment with a whole bunch of stuff. And she went from eating, they would buy like a dozen chicken wings, and she would eat on those chicken wings all week long because she wasn't hungry and she wouldn't eat. And now that we've introduced her to all the meats and the fats and the yummy good things that we were told not to have, her brain's coming back. She's getting healthier. She remembers who people are. She has fun. She's not afraid all the time. And that was by cutting out the bad stuff. And one of these days I'll take a picture and I'll post it on the page and and tell you who she is and talk about her story some more. But I actually have witnessed the most devastating thing a person can have to coming out and getting better. She's eating better. They can't even keep food in the refrigerator because she has to eat it all the time. He goes to work and he thinks he's going to have leftovers, and no, they're gone. She won't quit eating. And so he's asking me all the time for more recipes and what he can have as snacks. And, we have a great time talking about it. And he texts me and calls me. So anyway, Alzheimer's. Who do you know that has it? Who do you know? Thank you, Greg. Who do you know that needs to benefit? Because I'm sorry, medications, and I keep looking at myself backwards. I'm sorry. Medications, they're just making money. I was doing some research before I got on here, and I found out that, again, like I said, it's a number one moneymaker past cancer. And these doctors don't help to prevent Alzheimer's. They just want to give you a drug. And what I've learned in my own experiences is you take one drug and now you've got to take another one because of the symptoms from the first drug. And now you've got to take a third one because you got more symptoms. And it's just falling down and down and down a rabbit hole of just getting sicker and sicker. And instead of preventing and making you healthy, which you want to be healthy, they just make you sicker because they make a lot of money. So anyway, leave some comments in and let me know what you think. Let me know what you've learned. If you have questions, I can hook you up with some videos and some credible doctors that I follow. And it's just crazy how many people get it. I mean, it's going so fast. It's the number one pharmaceutical moneymaker. So anyway, I love you guys. You have a good day. And it's my little doggies trying to bark and say hi to everybody. And I love y'all. Bye.